And we're back with more exciting interviews in action here at the 2015 Genesis Martial Arts International Hall of Fame and Seminars. And we're here with one of the premier instructors of the event. Again, Wade, I just wanted to double check on the proper title for you. What?
How about just Wade Williams? Is that okay?
That rocks for me again,
yeah.
With Wade Williams. Thank you, sir. I
Wonderful
appreciate
doing
it.
Your show. Thank you.
Well, again, we're doing a special episode of Martial Arts Today television with our special DVD for, of course, the event. Mm-hmm. And the first question I always ask my interviewees is, how did you begin in the martial arts?
Oh, okay. I was going to Delta College. It's a school, JC, over in Stockton, and I was doing body work. And martial arts always fascinated me, which most young men it really did. But there was a gentleman that I sort of hooked up. We became good friends, and he was a little bit different. He carried himself a little different, and we would do work together, and we go to lunch and just kick it. And then I found out from somebody that he was a black belt, and I found out a little bit after that he was a U.S. champion in Goju Karate. And I thought, wow. So he ended up getting a little financial bind, and he said, hey, you think maybe I could rent a room from you? And I thought, well, young couple, my wife and I, and we had 2 little girls, and I thought, well, we could sure use the finances. So he came by and he stayed with us, and I started like doing what is he doing? And he was doing forms, he was doing his kata. And so we started talking, and he said, hey, if you're interested in training, he was Rodney Hu's #1 guy at the time, Sensei Rodney Hu. And I said, yeah, I'd really like to try that. So we did, and the next thing I know, I was a student of Sensei Rodney Hu I think I was there for 3.5 years. And I found a different direction. It was like I restarted again because I met a gentleman named Guru Mariano Bermudez. And I'd asked him, I said, hey, do you do any martial arts or anything like that? And he blatantly, no. I said, well, okay, calm down, take it easy, And so a couple weeks later, he came up to me and he says, well, why did you ask me? And I said, man, you carry yourself in a really nice manner. You're a nice guy, and I like working with you. And I just, martial artists carry themselves a little differently. And I just thought I recognized something because a lot of guys I train with are like you. I said, but that's it. I mean, it's all good. I could be mistaken. Well, he ended up pulling me aside. Yes, I do. And he told me he did Eskrima, and he said he did Serrata Eskrima. I said, under who? He says, well, I'm an advanced instructor under Grandmaster Angel Caballas. I went, wow, I know that name. And so we ended up talking a little bit, and he threw a bunch of, if you ask me this, you're out. If you're late for class 1, you're out. If you question me on anything, you're out. You don't do what I tell you, you're out. I mean, 3 hours of this kind of badgering.
Wow. And
I sat there and I thought, this better be worth it because this guy is just out of line. I mean, he was just crazy. So I ended up saying no problem. And I came back the next day, and it bit me. And what Angel ended up telling me after I met him and became his private student, he says, Wade, it gets in your blood. And he says, it never leaves you. And he's right. It's never left me.
Wow, that's incredible. Now, again, Angel Caballas, the founder and perpetuator of Serrata Eskrima.
Yes.
And the legend of the little man and the short stick and the blazing ability. And having the honor and privilege of reading about his career in the magazines over the last quarter of a century easily, as well as his film appearances. We talked with Leo Fong, and also the rare instructional videos in his work. Actually, even seeing him with things like Anthony Davis, if I'm not mistaken, is the name correct? And just that, seeing Serrata. And now, from your training with Angel, you then worked with another legend, Leo Giron.
Yes, absolutely, Grandmaster Leo Giron. What had happened is you get to a point I think in any art, you want to get better. You want to be the best that you can. And Angel has showed me so much because I was his private student for a long period of time. And I got my master's under him, which was a tremendous accomplishment. But I wanted to learn the longer stick. And at the time, the blood between Bahalana and Serrata was extremely bad. And praise the Lord, that they actually allowed me to come across, because there was no bridge. And I was able to come across. And for a little bit now, I have to admit, because some of the gentlemen I still keep in contact with, my Bahalana brothers, because they're great, great guys. They remember when I was in that infamous basement of Leo, and he came in. When I first walked in, what are you doing here? Sir, I just want to come and learn. You come to spy? And I, no, sir. No, you're Angel's #1 boy. That was exactly what he said.
Wow.
You came to spy. Sir, no, I did not. Sit down. And so I walked over, and I was a little nervous because all the boys was downstairs. All the students were down there, instructors and all. And so I sat next to him, and I just remember sitting here like this on a chair, and he sat on the taller chair, and he had his clipboard right in front of him, and he would sit there and he'd look, and he'd give his little bark, his direction, then he'd give me a dirty look, and he would look straight, and I just sort of looked straight. And he actually did that to me for almost 2 weeks. And finally, after 2 weeks or so, he says, so you really want to train? And I said, yes, sir. He said, boys, play with weight, show them. And so he allowed me to go and to start training. And I graduated from his school. I got a graduate diploma. And so I was very proud of that because it was such bad blood. But at the time when I came across these guys, they're not just because, you know, Grandmaster Leo basically said, you teach him, right. But they found out I was for real. I just wanted to learn, you know. And I had a great time there. My Bahala brothers, again, still today, you know, I see them and they're wonderful. Yeah.
And you know, that's, I mean, it's that sincerity.
Yeah.
It seems such a prevalent theme as we've gone through this weekend. Mm-hmm. The honesty and sincerity and the genuine want to learn. And when people see that within you and know that you want it badly enough, and we said, continuing on your journey, again, we're here at the Genesis Martial Arts event. How did you get involved with Genesis Martial Arts International?
Actually, that was through Facebook, because I'm a Christian first. Now, before I'm a martial artist, you know, I'm a Christian, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, and I love the Lord. I love the Lord for what He's done in my life and how He's changed it. And I started seeing so many so-called, and I mean no offense to anybody, but I've seen so many so-called Christians martial artists and the things that they would do and what they stood for, and you know, their actions and their words. And not that I'm judging anybody, but you can tell the sincerity in somebody's heart on the steps that they take, because you don't need to judge somebody by their actions, because we oftentimes judge ourselves by our intent, which gives us a way out, and that's never a good thing. But we're quick to judge, but when you see something that's continuous, you know that that's their lifestyle, and if that's what they choose, that's fine. But I was wanting to align myself with somebody that loved the Lord first, but loves people enough, and they have the martial arts and they want to use it to better other people. And so I was just on Facebook, you know, I was meeting with old friends from school and some friends I hadn't seen in a long time. But I noticed on this Genesis Martial Arts that the lingo, if I can say, the Christianese, was very prevalent in their posts. And I kept seeing it, and I saw people writing, and they were congratulating somebody for being on the board with them and coming aboard, and they were welcoming. And I started seeing people from all over the world just, you know, hey man, we'd love to see you, God bless you, welcome. And wow, you know, and I just kept seeing it. And I finally, it was Soki Keith Kugel. And so I thought, I'm going to personal message him. And I'm not like that. So understand that. I just don't do that. And I did. And I told my wife I was going to do it, which it really surprised her. And so I sent him a message, and he responded almost like, you know, he must really be on this all the time. And so then I responded back. We had a good back and forth a couple times. And then he had asked me, he came flat out, and he said, I said I wanted to partner with him. I said, because I think that Christians that have martial arts as a common denominator can do wonderful things, especially if we allow the Lord to pave the way. And so he sent me a message back, and he said, why do you want to partner with me? And it took me a day or so to decide, because I thought, wait a minute, I need to think on this. You just can't give that one a quick answer. And so Joe, I thought about it, and I said, it's not you I want to partner with. This is what I wrote. It is not you I want to partner with. It is the one that is in you I want to partner with, because I believe the same one that is in you is the same one that is in me, and together we can do great things. And I think that really touched his heart, because the next message was, can I call you? Can I have your number? And so we talked, and we had a tremendous, it was on a Saturday morning. He in fact, Keith messed up my comic, my cartoon Saturday morning, talked on the phone with him. And so we had a wonderful conversation, and it seemed like off and on, we just kept every week, every 2 weeks, we'd call each other and we talk, and we share our visions, and we share the things that God is doing in our life. And the next thing you know, here I am sitting with you, Joe, doing your beautiful show.
Very cool. And you know that's really the beauty of what I found throughout the course of this weekend, and meeting Soke Kugel from over the time that I've known him, is just sincerity.
Yeah.
Sincerity.
The transparency.
Yep. It's clear as glass, and really he and his family are just true. You hear the term God-fearing. These are God-loving people.
Yeah.
These are people who truly have life. Their lives have been changed through this and through their Christian faith, and really have taken their martial arts to a new understanding. I don't say a new level, because there are different levels, but a new understanding and scope and in cross-referencing, and just genuinely, truly being really nice people. Mm-hmm. That's really, I mean, it's such a simple thing to say, but it's so true. And I was familiar with your name, and was looking forward to it. And I just, for the last 2.5 weeks, it's been like YouTube City, watching. Okay, we're doing the 5, and so that when I saw, but I was so busy filming your seminar, I didn't get to participate in it as much. But knowing the material and watching the joy that you show. Mm-hmm. Again, people do martial arts and they'll go, there's a block, there's a punch, a kick, next. Right. But really the joy and the happiness and again, the sincerity that you show in your art, and you make it, you're very amicable, and people become more open listening to you and learning from you, and they appreciate you and enjoy you, and you and your son, and we're going to be talking with your son, and it's a real joy to watch your work, as simply stated.
Wow, thank you.
Simply stated. And again, you're going to see some exciting action, and I want to personally thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to talk to me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And we'll be back with more exciting action.
Everyone, you don't have to do anything. Just stay there. Let us honor you. Ready? Salute. Okay, everyone here. Ready? You don't move, please. Let us honor you. Ready? Salute. Good. That's our way of saying that we want to give to you and you receive. Amen? And it's our honor to be here before you. The one thing I ask whenever we do anything is that I want you to put your sticks to your side like this. Just one. We're going to do single stick today. I want you to do this. Literally. Tongue out. Okay? Because I want you to relax. In order for you to understand, sort of get a good... See, already. Just relax. Because the last thing I want you guys to do is try to move in sequence like this, that, how's that, sir? Now, when I was growing up, I got whooped in syllables. Don't you do that, I told, right? Right there, like mine. So, I want you guys to relax. That way you're going to get this. I want to have fun. Do you guys come here to have fun?
Yes, sir.
We're a little different, which is so great about this Hall of Fame is you got all this variety, different ideals, different backgrounds, and we all come together under the same roof. What a beautiful thing. What an absolute beautiful thing. This is Professor Keenan. This is my son. Yeah, amen. I basically did a lot of my training coming out of Stockton. I'm just going to be really quick. I was under Grandmaster Angel Cabales, Leo Garon, Sonny Umpad, and Romero Estelia. These gentlemen were like pioneers of the Eskrima, especially in Stockton, which they call that the hub of Eskrima in the United States, which it really is because it seems like every corner there's somebody doing Eskrima there. Whereas we go further out, it's like it becomes less and less and less. So it's really an honor. Like when I heard you're from Iowa, I said, that guy got to be white. But Orangan, really? Where did he come from? I said, white. But we discussed that last night, right? But I was just so honored to see, I seen some of his stuff, and it's like, man, I'm literally humbled to be here to stand before you. So let's have a good time, you say? Okay, for some of you, this is going to be old hat, but for some of you, you might need to do this. We're just going to go over a simple number 1 strike, okay? Because some of you go, oh, that's easy. Well, it might not be to your partner, okay? Huh? What meal?
No.
Oh, I said, no, that's lunch is at 12. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to hold it here. We're not going to do necessarily the traditional number 1 for our system, but just a basic number 1. We just put it up here by our chest, just like you're going to hit, okay? Bring it up right here, nice and relaxed. Not too much puño. I don't want you guys hitting like this. Okay, let's bring it in a little. Just give it a little bit in case you want to hit someone's neck. You don't like their attitude. You don't like the way they hit you in the head. Just whatever. Okay? So nice and easy. Relax, deliver. There you go. See, not so stiff. Relax. Bring your left hand up. You'll thank me later. Yeah, bring it up. There you go. Yeah. Again, nice and relaxed. Just deliver. Relax, relax. Who's doing snap right now? Just relax. Okay, again, one more time. Up, relax. Much better, you guys. Much better. Good. Left hand up. You in the corner there? There you go. Because I want you to protect your face. Whenever you deliver and somebody's going to do what we're showing, if that thing comes plowing at you, that hand's going to really help. You're going to thank me later. Okay, it looks good. So this is what we're going to do. Come on up, son. We're going to show you a basic. You want to show 1 or 2 blocks real quick? Yeah. We'll show you 1 or 2 blocks, and you'll get an idea of what we do. Okay? Do one outside. No, I'll give you one. Do one outside so they can see what we're doing. There you go. Nice, nice and clean. That's just a basic cross block. Okay? One more time. That's called the roof block. So you can see we like to attack. We'll go behind because we like to come behind and sneaky, be a little sneaky, okay? And this is what this one is, sort of. We're going to be standing to the outside. Now, when you guys go for the block, I need to hear this from you. Okay? I don't want this. I need to hear this. That means you're protecting your face. Who believes they're a good-looking person here?
They're all beautiful. Raise your hand.
Sophie, they were all your students. I see what you did. Hey, okay. So protect your face. That's the whole idea coming behind it. Now let's talk linear. When it comes, it's going to come down in here. Again, this is just a basic hit. Okay, in the street, it's going to come any which way, right? But we have to build a foundation. We have to build a base. So we're just going to build it coming straight down on your left side. Okay, so that way you can work your technique. So you're going to be, when you come up, head's going to be on the left side of this hand. So notice how I'm stepping. You see how I'm angling? All our system is based on angles. So we're going to come here. You guys got that? I'm going to clear. Now, I do not want to see this.
No.
You guys saw that way in the corner, huh? Way, big old windmill. We don't want that because you don't want to give it away. So when you come in, you come straight in. Okay? Let me go slow. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, again, where should my head be? On the outside of my hand, correct? Speaking linear. Lineary?
Sure.
Linear, okay. Thank you. If I get in trouble, I'm going to go to you now that you did that. Okay, so I'm going to come here. Now, he's not going to see this. Because in essence, you can do this. There's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of things you can do. Right? But we're just going to do this one to start. Right to the face. Please take your time. You don't know your distancing if you haven't done it much.
Yeah, you don't need to go fast.
Yeah, so I even debated teaching this one, but I know you guys can do this, so take your time. Straight in. Okay? You guys got that?
Yes, sir.
Let's do that first. Let's do that, then we'll take it from there. Partner up. When it comes to you don't see it. It just comes right in. And it catches them sort of like a surprise, right? Because they're throwing all of a sudden. Next thing you know, they're popping back because it's just snapping in. So when it comes again, please. 1, 2. Now we're going to get a little creative, right? 2, 3. Pop. Bounce off. Ear, head, temple. Take your time. And I don't want to see this. That's not it. Boom. Bounce off. Turn. Come in. Here's the hit. Go ahead and do the, let's see, should I hold it like this? Do the hit and show them how.
This one?
No, not that one. The one up top. Yeah, that I just did.
Oh.
That's where it's going to be. So you think, well, what is it? You get popped here, here, here with that hit. And again, we work accuracy in our school. So when we go and we're going for a tip, we have an area we're going for. We're not just hitting a mass. We want a specific area so we can pop it. Okay? So come again, please, son. 1, 2. 1, 2. So watch. 1, 2. Now look at here. How many of you saw GM Elmer do this? What did you call this here? A precautionary check?
Yes, sir.
That's exactly what we have. Because we call it a wall. So that we have this here. And also, you know what? It serves a couple purposes. 1, it creates a wall. 2, I feel what he does. Everything he does, I'll feel him. If he moves, I'll feel him. That will designate where my second one goes, or I should say my third hit. Okay, because remember, these are really quick hits. Bring it in. 1, 2. Again, pick a target on your training partner. Pick a target, pick a target, pick a target. So when you do it, try to get that one spot. Try it. So now, so far we've got, let's review real quick. Sir. 1. Now again, I was just showing somebody, this is the beat I want from you guys. Listen. No, go. You hear that? Can you hear that? That's the timing. So when it comes, it's sort of, you're not giving them the opportunity to try to bring the arm up when you're coming in for the poke. Because remember, a poke can be extremely dangerous, but it's also very easy to detour. Very, very simple to detour. All you have to do is this, and the tip goes way up. So you don't want them to see that because you don't want to give it away. Okay, so when it comes to these, see how it's right there? Right? Then you get, now notice, I want you guys to see this, because these are little things that we usually don't break down and show, but I really like for you to see this. Once I come in, get the poke, his head goes up. Look at my right arm. As I'm coming up, I'm still creating my wall. Now I finish it with my left hand. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
See, because I'm trying to keep him at bay as I'm working. Now this is all happening like this, but breaking it down slow, boom. There's my hit. Now, once you pop somebody here, what does their head do? Snaps back as hard as it gets hit, as fast as it gets hit. First thing you do is you jump back. Where does the hand go? Overall, it pops up, right? So once I hit in here like this, all of a sudden you have this. That make sense? So we want to move him. We want to bring that head down. We want to snap him back toward us. So 1, 2, 3. So when I down block, I'm catching it here, right here on the wrist, and on the stick, and I drop. Somebody, I forget who the instructor was saying, oh, again, I think it was GM Elmer, about gravity. Let gravity be sort of your friend, right? And you drop it. So when I drop it, now I'm in position. I'm sorry, now I'm in position to hit. So when you hit down, do not hit toward you. See how I clear him? Okay? So let's go slow. 1. Look at my wall. 2. Down block. And down block toward them, not toward you. Because that hurts when you hit yourself, and it's a little embarrassing on top of that. Okay? So down block, away. Got that? Okay, let's do that. 1, we got that. Right? 2, we got that? 3, got that? Now, you notice that the head comes down a little, because anytime you down block, I'm not going to go hard. Right here, again, get it by you. But notice what I was doing. I saw a couple guys already ready to hit up here. They don't need to see that, right? So when you down block, there it is. That's what happens when you do it really hard and you bring them down and you use this as that real strong knife hand to bring it down. Now we have what we call just, I don't know, windmill.
Windmill.
Right here. Boom. Now see how I'm doing it. Are you seeing I'm keeping it real tight? I'm not allowing him to see any hit. I'm not allowing him to see the bar. It's just here.
Your pivot is your elbow.
Are you guys seeing this? Okay, nice and easy when you do this. Because the hit, that's the hit. Okay? So you want to be nice and smooth. Because this is what powers the hit. Okay, you guys get that? You see it? Down block. Instantly. Whoo! Whoo! Because that head is now coming down. Wham! Now in reality you think, well, why not hit it up? Why not? Why not? But for the sake of the drill, what we're doing, 1, 2. Got it? Play. You know, we always say, well, he's going to go here, he's going to go there, he's going to do this, and he's going to do this, and then you're going to do this, this, all this, right? Well, he had fallen a little, not fallen, but he had ended a little differently, so I took what he gave me. I'm sure every single one of you, your instructors, teach you, here's your base, here's your foundation, but everything changes. Everything can, it's never the same twice, which is very true. So when you come again, please, number 1. You got number 1. Whoa, where'd you go? Oh, just right here. Okay, there you go. Take your time. You're getting all excited now. Yeah, relax. You gotta relax. Relax, girl. Not a boy. Okay, I'll go off of there. Okay, 1 here, right? 2. Once I get the hit, 3. Now he was already down. When I first came and I blocked him, he was already here. So I thought, well, this is a real easy one, right? I hit here. I'm not worried about that because I'm slamming this. Once I hit this, he's going to go, oh! Then I'm going to come up. That's where the puño will come in. Now we're going to get real ugly. Now I'm going to use this. And I'm going to hit it coming in here. And once I get that hit, the head's going to go back. And I'll hit it coming out. That's my hit coming this way. You see what I'm saying? So depending on what they do, everything is still the same. It's just different angles. Does that make sense? So continue what you're doing. I just wanted to show you just a little variation. If somebody goes down different, you have different options.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things you can do. Okay? Thank you.
So he delivers a number 1, correct? So please, so he's coming. I got him here. Tighten up a little bit. I bounce it right off his leg, right? So Dad said, hey, I'm not worried about this. I'm going to hit here, right? Well, I'm going to do something a tinge different. I'm going to pay attention to this. And the reason being is because I'm going to go like this, right? I'm going to come in, boom! Come up, hit the nuts. What do we do? Here, and go, boom! Turn. So
Well,
you
say
trap.
Uzis or something.
So what? I heard peaches earlier. So I'm juicing some peaches. So we're
or
going here.
Uzis or something.
You're trapping, and if I don't care if it's man or woman, if it's here, you sit them down. They'll sit down because of the leverage, especially after the headbutt. Boom!
Did you guys see the headbutt in there before? Okay. So he didn't say anything about it, but it was
Okay.
there.
Oh no, I headbutted you. Yeah, you did. So again, that's just another thing. We're very sneaky, and they were very, very smart. Very, very smart, and they used everything the body gave them. So once again, please. Come here. I got him. Hey, there's your eye. Right? Again. Ah, there we go. See right there. What do you do with that left hand? What did I do? Brought it right back to my face. Boom! I hit him here. Boom! Headbutt. Sit him down.
Isn't it good he's a nice guy?
I love headbutts because I'm short. Absolutely love them. So everybody, thank you.
Okay,
And let's
continue
try
what you
it.
do. I think you guys it's coming along pretty darn good. Now, we're going to turn it into a drill. Okay? How many, let me see your number 1 strikes again. Remember what I showed you? Okay, not out here. Where did I tell you to put it? Right here. Stand. Attention. Left hand up. Yeah. No, right here. Get behind it. Get behind it. There you go. Because a lot of guys like the Pondo be sneaky. Okay, so you keep it here. It gives you options. So what you're going to do, come down a little bit. Yeah, well, not so much. But you just don't want too much. Okay, good. So right from here, you're just going to step, correct? Nice and easy. Right foot lead. It's right foot lead. There we go. One more time. Nice and easy, right foot lead. Remember? You guys remember when we first started this? When we first started, before we did the class, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now, if you're too close, you're going to step back and deliver. Now watch Keenan. Now I'm going to step forward on it. He steps back. So you can advance or retreat, whichever you choose. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to figure it out. Okay? You see how it got turned into a drill? So now you're learning off the hit to deliver back.
And don't go fast.
Take your time. So now you're going to connect. This is your bridge. Number 1 is going to be your bridge. Because if we get this quickly, then we're going to go into number 2, and then we're going to tie in 1 and 2. Okay? Let's go. Which foot lead?
Right.
The other right. Correct. Good deal. I never point anybody out, by the way, so you know. I never say I don't want to embarrass anybody. Okay? It's all hard. You know that. You know that. It's all good. Okay. So facing forward now. And our system for Serrata, just so you guys know, whenever we take pictures or it's a fighting stance, this is it right here. This is it. It's nice and simple. Arm lays here, and it's here. Let's rock. Let's do this. Okay? So when we deliver on number 2, it's the same thing up top. Nice and easy, see? Relax. The other side, your other right. There you go. The left, there you go. See right here? Got it? Everybody got that? Very nice. Okay, you're going to step the same way, you guys. Number 2. And you'll be delivering to your partner's right shoulder, where the other one is the left, correct? Am I right? That's right.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It's right.
Back again, attention.
That's why I stare at him.
Ready, deliver. Nice and easy. And you'll be coming down on which shoulder?
Right
Shoulder. What?
Right shoulder.
There you go. Very nice. One more time. Deliver. Very good. Okay, that's number 2. So I'm going to deliver number 2 to Keenan. Now again, this is very similar to number 1, but you'll notice the angle's a little different. It's more aggressive. Why? Because I'm coming in with everything I got, right? I'm going to try to power him on this, because powering here is here, right? I need to come in here. I got to really turn hard. So when I deliver, boom, what happens to my head? First thing, bang, go, work. And then I would do the same thing, but you deliver number 2.
Yes.
Okay, so again, straight in. And it comes down, notice it'll come down and come up. But we're not going to tie that in just yet.
Okay.
Do number 2. Again, you notice it's straight in, and the jam is hard. It's not a parry, it's a jam, because he needs to stop the bar, the bridge. He needs to stop the bar coming across. Okay?
Just in case you guys think in the left hand, this takes care of it.
What if I do that? No, okay. 1, 2, you guys know that? Windmill, windmill. Now watch our feet. Yes, he's going to come. I'm going to come up with him. Because remember, when GM Hunter was showing, remember when he would step here and he'd have you step. And he'd have you step. Remember that? Okay. It's the same thing. Go again. Now see, watch the bridge. Come around on that side when you do it. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Uh-huh. Come around. Beautiful. There it is. I do not, you come up here, keep your wall. There's my block. Then I do the same thing. Once I'm here, bring it around. Right there. Here.
I got mesmerized.
Oh yeah, okay. You guys got it? It says everything right here. It's very, very simple, you guys. Nothing difficult about this. If I can do it, believe me, you can do it. Okay? But notice, we don't do this. Yes, we do not do that. Stay here. When you work, stay here. Stay there. Okay? Stay there. Okay? Go! If he comes flying like into you, or if we come flying into you, that, or we can hug, I don't know. Okay, we're bumping each other. Just sort of do like they do on those movies, shove them back in, No, don't do that because you probably hurt my hip. So, all right. So what we're going to do is just a simple little tie-in. Just like what you guys did, we're going to do a simple tie-in just like you. They call it lock and block. Okay, and it's just, this is going to be sort of the bridge. That's just a bridge. Okay? There. It's just going to be that. So if I want to throw them, see the tie-in? Watch again. You guys see it? It's just exactly what you guys did, except we're just inserting. Go.
Dagger.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll just do a quick little one for you guys. Oh, I'm sorry.
And we're back with more exciting action here at the 2015 Genesis Martial Arts International Hall of Fame and Seminars. And we're here with one of the assistant instructors and instructors for the event, Mr. Keane Williams. Keenan, pleasure meeting you, sir. Yeah, I've had a great time meeting with you and talking to you this weekend. And the first question I always ask all my interviewees is, how did you begin in the martial arts?
Oh man, yeah, I actually started at 18 months old. My father's Wade Williams, and he immediately, I couldn't even tell you the first real memory because it was just, everything flowed together. But he immediately brought me up into it. And actually, he was training under Angel Caballas. That was his main instructor for Serrata Eskrima. And I remember Angel as a little guy, a little fella. Actually, he was the one who taught me how to shake hands as a little man.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, that's basically from there. And then I got into Goju when my father got into Goju, counting out forms as a little guy, each knee, and everybody's doing their forms and stuff. And it was a blast. It really was. It's been a blast ever since.
I mean, we hear a phrase occasionally, born into the arts. And truly, I mean, you're a shining example of that. And, there's always an interesting aspect. I find people who are children of martial artists, either they're madly in love with it and they have the same passion as their parents, or they're just like, nah, man, it's just this stuff that dad or mom does, and I'm just doing it because I gotta, and, I'd rather go out and play or whatever. Did you ever go through that opposite side where you were just like, look, I just want to go out and go do this or whatever?
I definitely did. I noticed, you as a young man, you start getting older, you want to go do things with your friends, and I definitely did. But I always stayed in touch here and there, always did. And one thing that happened, especially in high school, after my dad's mother passed, he really stopped doing martial arts for a while. He needed a break. And that was a really big hit to our family. And I noticed that, never pressed it, but he actually got, I have to give credit to this gentleman named Sean Summers. He really, Dad didn't want to go do a seminar at his school. He had a school, I believe, near Sacramento. And Dad went and did a seminar. And make a long story short, Sean was the one that kind of drew him back in. Sean became a private student. And that was when I was in high school. I think I was about 13, 14. And they started training. And I was running track, doing basketball, playing football, and just kind of when Dad dropped the sticks, I did too. And when he started back, I noticed, man, these guys are getting good, And then wait a second, they're getting a little too good. I had a little pride issue. I said, okay, you know what? I got to come back. I got to be the top one. I always wanted to be the best of whatever I did. It didn't matter what it was. But one main reason I noticed why I did it, to be quite honest, I wanted to spend time with my dad. I didn't really get to spend that much time. He was always traveling. At that time, I believe he was a merchandiser, and he was in and out a lot. And I knew this was dedicated time, and I could make him proud. And it was just me and my dad's hearts are just one. And I really wanted to do this. And then the love for the arts just came natural.
Yeah, that's an incredible story in relationship to the father and son bonding and through the martial arts and really the joy of martial arts. And I really appreciate you sharing that story with us. Now, again, working with your dad and learning the arts, and again, being so dedicated to it. Again, we're here at the Genesis Martial Arts International event. How did you find out about Genesis Martial Arts?
Actually, that was through my father. I wasn't really sure about it because I like to say I have a pretty good BS radar, and we've been being raised in church too. You see a lot of people say they're one thing and they're really not. All of a sudden behind closed doors, and all of a sudden that door opens, all of a sudden, you see true colors. And I just kind of feel that, so when Dad said, hey, we got this, oh, okay, Dad, okay. Associations always kind of coming out. Okay. And then when he went to Soki Keith's seminar he threw for him, he came back and just had amazing stories. Oh, they treated me great. Oh, okay, that's awesome. They treated my family good. You know, to me, that's a big.
Oh, you bet.
You know, so then when he came to California, it was gloves off, man. You could feel the love that he had, especially his wife. I mean, just what a beautiful woman. And Soki Keith, it was just like, you sure we're not related? Like, your family already, you know? It was, we clicked like that. And that's when I told my father, I said, you know, all right, I'll be a part of this. You know, it's just, you don't want to just go and do whatever he does. That's definitely not me. You have to go and do things yourself. And I would tell every son that, you know, don't fly under the radar or fly under, you know, my dad throws a big shadow. Well, then move out of it. You know, you got to be your own person. You got to move forward, you know, as your own. So you got to do homework, you know. So that's how I got hooked up with Soki Keith.
Excellent. And I've got to tell you, you know, meeting Keenan has been a real fun experience. We have, you know, again, between you put me, George Elmer, and you in a room, and man, it's just frightening, man. It's just, we're just cracking jokes left, right, and center. It's just like, and the smiles are everywhere. It's like, you know, we call it the convention of coat hangers because we got these things stuffed in our face because we're smiling all day. And that's the whole thing. I mean, and I'm not kidding about this, right?
Yeah,
we're sitting there with these big smiles all weekend long. It's a big fun fest. It really has been. And I really enjoyed you working with your dad. I really enjoyed your instruction. You know, I found it was, again, a real joy. And you can see that, you know, when someone has, Ed Parker Jr. talked to me about one time about being a Kenpo nerd, and he meant it in a loving way. And he said, you know, Joe, what I like about you is you're very passionate about what you do. And I can see that within you when you work with your father, when you're working on this art, and the passion within you that comes out within that and is shown to the students, and they gather that and they enjoy it and they appreciate it, and that's really what it's all about in regards to martial arts and in regards to the faith that's shown throughout the course of this weekend and the fellowship and the true joy. You know, I mean, we talk about the joy of the spirit, and you always hear that term, the joy of the spirit. And a friend of mine was big on the flame of the Holy Spirit. He always talks about that and about that incarnation. And I say, you know, that's the flame that burns within the passion of what you do. That's the key. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. Greatly appreciate it. And we'll be back with more exciting action at the 2015 Genesis Martial Arts International Hall of Fame and Seminars.